Hello, I am your Kingdom Spiritual Transformational and Life Purpose Life Coach and Mentor, Latricia Booker, here with Kingdom Business, where we are empowered. When we heal, we get delivered and we get free. We know who we are. We elevate our minds and our spirits and raise and expand our consciousness to ultimately walk in our true divine purpose and power, and that is the truth of who God has created us to be. Kingdom people, we are. We are history makers. We are world changers. We are dream successors. We are wealth generators. We are manifestors. We are curse breakers. And we most definitely are transformers. More than meets the eye. Yeah, kingdom people, we are. Kingdom people, thank you all so very much for viewing my videos. Thank you for all the likes, subscribe, shares, comments, feedback. Thank you for all the financial contributions to my channel and for all the seeds that you sow into me and my ministry. Thank you for all the purchases and for all the bookings. Kingdom people, thank you for everything you do here on Kingdom Business. Thank you, Kingdom people. Thank you. So, Kingdom people, I am on location, and you already know what I'm here to do. And if you don't know, then now you know. I am here to drop this beat, this word, this message. Yeah. So, Kingdom people, I am the chain breaker, and you are chain breakers too. Are y'all ready to break these chains? Let's go. Come on. Let me upgrade you. Let me activate you. Let me elevate you, Kingdom people. Come on. So listen, Kingdom people. Everybody can't handle what's inside of you. I'm going to say that again. Everybody cannot handle what is inside of you. So don't expect that. And in some ways, expect people to not be able to handle what's inside of you because everybody can't handle what's inside of you. And so here's what's been going on, Kingdom people. Last night, I was laying down and relaxing. And God was just speaking to me about how I do that a lot, especially lately. I just rest a lot. And He was showing me it's like I'm in an incubator. And when I'm in my resting time, that's pretty much what's happening. That I'm being restored, I'm being replenished, and it's kind of like I'm in an incubator being nourished and fed by Him. How He's giving me what I need. He's helping me to recover from whatever my daily activities have been or whatever work I have been doing. And as we know, when we recover and recuperate, we're recovering from something and for something simultaneously. And so God was just really showing me how I stay in an incubator a lot because I recover and recuperate a lot. And God went on to talk to me about how I'm constantly in His presence, even when I'm doing things. And many of you kingdom people can relate to this because if you I'm here to take the Lord with you everywhere you go. You gon' need Him, you gon' need Him everywhere you go. So listen, kingdom people, you're taking God with you everywhere you go. It does not matter what you are doing. And so, again, just laying there and reflecting and God just speaking to me, He also began to talk to me about how many people, that lack the presence of God, many people that are in darkness, kingdom people, how they see your light. They see your light. And the thing is this, people these days are out here searching for energy from other people. God was speaking to me this morning about how this is just not with women, but how females these days, toxic females, should I say, are looking for women who are more balanced, who seem like they have their head on right, and they're seeking these kind of women out, because they're trying to draw energy from them. They're trying to draw some kind of inspiration and motivation from them because they're not doing the proper things to have it for themselves. And so we sometimes, some of us call these kind of people vampires, energy vampires in a sense. As I already said, it's not just women, but it's just been a very common thing going on and that I've been experienced where toxic women and or women that are in darkness, they're seeking out energy and they look at me for energy, although I really don't engage them at all. But it's just been very um, in my eyesight and very in my face, so to speak. And God has just been really showing me how these women are lacking. And again, it's not just women, but in this case, it's just been a thing with women. And God even went so far to say how some of these women, they have men that are draining them. They are with men or dealing with men or hooking up with men. And all those things can be draining, especially in today's world. But these are ways that people seek out energy. And sometimes the energy they're seeking out and the people they're connected with is actually draining them. So then they have to seek out people that have the real energy, that have the light, that have the presence of God with them, in them. They seek them out for energy because they're lacking. They're empty inside, they're in darkness, and they have no light in them. So they're looking for people in their mind that have the light in, or that just seems to be balanced and have something going on with themselves to pull energy from, to fill themselves up, to make themselves feel better, to give them some kind of motivation and some kind of life. Now, we know this is not the proper way to do all of this, but I'm mentioning all this to say how God was showing me, even in this, many a times when people come towards you to try to pull your light, even if you're a man, because this happens to anybody who's carrying light. It can happen to anybody. God said that they can't even handle what's inside of you. They can't even grasp what's inside of you, although overall they can't do that with you, kingdom people. It's a thing where when they come for you, for your light, they can't even handle what's inside of you. And going back to what I was saying, it's a thing where you spend time with God. You spend God time in his presence. And this morning, God was speaking to me about how the enemy is able to use those he used because they are weak vessels. And so, kingdom people, weaker vessels are looking to you to feed off of. But what's happening here is that everybody can't handle what's inside of you. Many of the times, this is why people resort to lying and starting rumors about you. And as we know, those ones who have tried to break our spirits, break us down, break our confidence, just doing all these, I just heard magical things, whatever that is, to try to hinder us, get in our way. It's all a result of the fact that they can't handle what's in us. And there's a saying that says, people attack what they don't understand. And so when people that are in darkness don't understand your light, they very well may attack it, but simultaneously they're trying to draw from it because they lack it. But again, the issue is everybody can't handle what's inside of you. When people are coming from a place of toxicity or even evil, not doing the work themselves, but trying to take the light from others, take energy from others, what happens is it can actually have an adverse effect on them. Because for one, their intentions are not good, number one, and they're coming against God's anointed, God's elect, God's chosen one. And so it can have an adverse effect on them because it's a direct violation, not just to God, to the Holy Spirit, but to you and your spirit, because you are God's vessel. Everybody cannot handle what's inside of you. Many of the times these people are better off just falling back, observing, and learning in whatever way they can. And I just heard, and I'm not speaking of competing. And that's another thing that these women that are in darkness, and men too, that are in this darkness, they think everything is a competition when they can't even handle what's inside of you. Everybody can't handle what's inside of you. They are not even nowhere near on your level to be able to compete with you. And so that's why they resort to trying to draw from you and pull from you. But again, it can have an adverse effect because everybody can't handle what's inside of you, kingdom people. What's inside of you is so potent and so divine, again, because you spend so much time in the presence of God and his word and seeking him and being obedient and walking to fulfill your purpose, until it can hurt people who try to pull from you, or who try to take from you, or who kingdom people. Everybody can't handle what's inside of you. They feel that they want what's in you, but they're trying to take it instead of doing the work themselves. Now, we know this, we hear this all the time. It's a real thing, but the issue that's happening these days is that when people are trying to pour from you, when they are not nowhere near in a place where they can handle what's inside of you, is causing them more harm than help. And what the reason is, kingdom people, sometimes people have to grow to a certain point to receive certain things at a certain point. So in other words, it's more so of a thing where you have to do the work yourself. It's more like to even be able to interact with you. Certain people have to grow. My son's dad used to always tell me, people have to grow up before you can even deal with them. And it was true, because some people are so low vibing, and here you are so high vibing that they cannot handle what's inside of you. And coming against you will hurt them, only hurt them. Trying to pour from you will only hurt them. What they need to do is go with God, get with God, do whatever they need to do, seek God, and let God do the work in them. Because kingdom people, them trying to pull from you will not work. Why, kingdom people? Everybody cannot handle what's inside of you. Now, this morning, God was showing me a depiction of, as I continue to move in the things of God, and as his people continue to move in the things of God, what's happening, kingdom people, you're growing. You've been growing. You've been getting stronger. You've been seeking God. You've been letting him teach you. He's been elevating you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially. Kingdom people, what's been happening is because you've been putting in the work, you're growing, you're maturing, and you're elevating so high that what's happening is some people that you used to know, or newer people that are around that don't really know you, but they try you. God literally showed me a depiction of his people moving, and it's like we're giants. And it's, how a kid would grab the bottom of their parent's leg or anyone's leg and hold on to it, and a person could keep walking, and it's like they're dragging the child. God was showing me literally a depiction of that, and he showed me that that's kind of what's happening with his people right now. There are people trying to hold on to you, trying to grab you, trying to, I want to say, stop and block you and all that, but even where that was the case, many people already realize that that can't happen. So they're trying to hold on to you because they want what's in you. But the truth is, kingdom people, everybody can't handle what's in you. And so going back to the depiction, they're trying to hold on to you. And what's happening is that you're just walking, and it's like they're there trying to hold on to you, I want to say, but they really are not, and they really can't, because they're not even in a place where they can even hold on to you. Only people that can hold on to you are the people who are walking with God, who are in right standing with God, who are doing what is pleasing to him. And I'm hearing, he who does the will of my Father is my mother, my sister, my brother. So only people who are walking upright before God are able, I want to say, to hold on to you, but can even be in your life. Otherwise, they will be like that kid holding at the bottom of your leg while you still walking and moving, because they're not able to keep you from moving forward. They can't hold you there with them. Eventually, they vanish. That's ultimately what happens, kingdom people, because everybody can't handle what's inside of you. They're not even at a place of growth and maturity to even walk with you. So that's why they try to resort to holding on to your leg, which doesn't work either, because you're continuing to walk. And many a times they fall off. They can't even do that. Not that they ever were, but get my point, kingdom people. Many people want to hold on to you. Many people want to be in your life. Many people want to have something to do with you. Some people you've had to let go of. And it's for this very reason, kingdom people, because everybody can't handle what's inside of you. Again, many of the people that you had to let go of were trying to cause you harm. They were trying to staff for you. They didn't want you to be who God wanted you to be. Why, kingdom people? Because they can't handle what's inside of you. They never could handle what was inside of you. They probably never will if they took the dark route to try to stop you, block you. Well, trying to stop you and block you and possess you is what I'm hearing is dark all in of itself. But kingdom people, everybody can't handle what's inside of you. So kingdom people, God gave me 1 John 4:4. And another one, these are two of my favorite scriptures. You know, I have quite a few favorite scriptures, but this is two of them. So 1 John 4:4 says, ye are of God little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. So kingdom people, they can't handle you because God is in you. You are his child. You have already overcome. Great is him that's in you than he that is in this world. Kingdom people, you have overcome. They can't handle that. They can't handle what's in you. Why, kingdom people? They are not overcoming the world. They are not overcoming. They are still locked in the worldly system. They are very carnal. They are driven by their fleshly appetites, kingdom people, by their lustful ways. Kingdom people, and I'm just being reminded again, they are able to be used by the devil because of their weak spirits, their weak dispositions. They have to, if they ever want to, they have to grow in God. They have to grow in God. But kingdom people, you have overcome. And because you have overcome, and because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world, kingdom people, everybody can't handle what's inside of you. You are an overcomer. And then we have Philippians 4:13, which says, I can do all things through Christ who strengtheneth me. You live by that. You stand by that. You're living proof of that. Kingdom people, everybody can handle what's inside of you. You know what's inside of you. You're walking in what's inside of you. You have come into the awareness of the truth of who you are, and you're moving in that. One thing that I have learned along my way is that people, and it's overall the devil, but the devil uses people. You know, even for many of us since childhood, have always tried to stifle us and keep us from moving forward, and even tried to put these clouds around us so that we would not know who we truly are, so that we would not know the divinity that's really in us. And why is that so, kingdom people? Because if you ever truly know who you really are and then start walking in that, game over. That's it. And people who are not walking in the truth of who they are don't want you to either. And so the very fact that people go through extremes to keep you from knowing who you are means, first, they know who you truly are. Secondly, they even know that some of that is in them. Now, the thing is, they're not tapping into that. They don't have the confidence for whatever reason to overcome, to tap into the truth of who they are and overcome all the stuff, all the traumas, all the dramas, all the things that have been put on us in our lives to keep us stifled, to keep us from rising into the truth of who we are. Now, there's many reasons for that, which I'm not going to go into that right now, but the point is, the very fact that people will go through extremes to keep you from knowing that, to try to break your confidence, your spirit, means that not only they know it's in you, but they know it's in them, but they were too fearful or whatever to tap into it. So they're trying to keep you from doing that. And so I'm mentioning all that to say that you not allowing that to happen. You still tapping into the truth of who you are. You still moving forward. They can grab on your leg all they want. You still moving forward. They're not stopping nothing. And so, kingdom people, for this reason, they can't handle what's inside of you. Because it didn't grow up. It's growing up. It's maturing. It's coming into full bloom. And it's nothing they can do with you. Again, even if they try to, it has an adverse effect on them. You know, I have this thing where when God have shown me different depictions of people at one point sending all that crazy energy and their little magic and all their spells and stuff, I would laugh and say, all that's going right back with them. It don't stay over here. It don't stay over here and sit with me because it's not a match to me. Everything that they see in your way, kingdom people, goes right back with them. It never even comes to hit you. And kingdom people, that's because what's inside of you. And everybody can't handle what's inside of you. So that's why they attempt to attack it, those who do. Or those ones that try to pull it and draw from it. You know, it only hurts them because it's not theirs to draw from. They need to go draw from God. You know, he who thirsts after hunger, you will be filled if you seek God. I can't get the scripture in my head right now, but be hungry and thirsty for God. Be hungry and thirsty for Jesus. That's what we do. That's why he fills us up, kingdom people. That's what people need to do. Go get filled up by him, not by you. So be, mindful of this, kingdom people, because there's so many people out here looking for energy, and they're looking at you because they know you got something that they lack. They know you have something that many people out here don't have, and these people are desperate and they are very thirsty, but they need to seek God. You are just an example to them of what they need to be doing, and that's seeking God, not you. Doesn't mean you can't help certain people where that's appropriate, and only where that's appropriate. But kingdom people, the truth of the matter is everybody can't handle what's in you. Everybody can't handle what's in you. And the truth is they not supposed to. Many people not in the place to be able to handle what's in you. The people that can handle what's in you are the people that are on your same path, on the same wavelength, or on their way. Kingdom people is what I'm saying. God's people, God's righteous ones, those who are in right standing with God, they can handle what's inside of you. But anybody else can't handle what's inside of you. So kindly step aside, or kindly allow them to step aside, and you keep on walking through, kingdom people, because everybody can't handle what's inside of you. Okay? So I am going to let that rest right there. If you like this video and or if it resonates with you, please just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Then click on that red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Thank you. Click on that bell right next to that red subscribe button so that you can get a notification every time I upload a new video, something like this for Kingdom People. Also, if you are interested in any of the services that I presently offer, if you would like a sow a seed into me and my ministry, if you are interested in purchasing any merch or products, and or if you are interested in checking out my podcast, you can find all that information right down below in the description box. Also, I do still have a end of the year sale going, half off of everything, all of my services. So get in on that because they will be going back to normal price in the beginning of the year, a little bit after the beginning of the year. So go ahead and check that out. You can find that link right down below in the description box as well. And if you are interested in joining the group life coaching event on Thursday the 22nd, that will be the first link right down below in the description box. You can go ahead and register for that, and I will see you there. So Kingdom people, you all know I love you so very much. I really do. And I really do appreciate you all being here with me, spending this time. You could be anywhere else, but you chose me for now, and I really do appreciate that. Kingdom people, you all know I don't want to leave you, but I do have to go right now. But I will be back to hold my kingdom people down. Now, with that being said, much love, light, and peace, and many blessings to you all. Kingdom people, above all else, let the Holy Spirit lead you in all things at all times. Kingdom people, we are untouchable. That is my time. Jesus girl is out. Peace.